So as a lot of you know, I graduated from the University of Florida in April. I've been living and working as a consultant here in New York City since July. In this period, my life has gone through quite a bit of changes. In full honesty, I haven't been as fulfilled in my full-time role as I was expecting to be, and at times I've found myself in a bit of a weird funk. During these times, I would still know that I have plenty to look forward to in life, and I'm still very genuinely happy and proud of the life that I live, but I wasn't always extremely happy in the moment. And this is completely okay. No one can be happy all the time, trust me. But at the same time, it's okay to want to change this. You don't have to just accept your mediocre emotions. It's okay to aspire to be happier. This is when I remembered a book that I read at the beginning of this year called The Happiness Equation. So I read this book during my senior spring semester of college, which probably is the happiest I've ever been in my life so far. I had taken care of business academically, I landed a great job in my dream city, my family was happy and healthy, and I was spending more time in deep relationships and friendships than I ever had before. But life is a bit different now, so I really wanted to revisit this book and remind myself of some of the great lessons that it teaches. And at the same time, I realized this probably would be a good video to post on channel because surely I am not the only one who feels blah at times. This book not only offers some great advice on how to live a happier life, but it also talks about the important role that happiness plays in all aspects of your life. So in this video, I'll explain how you can apply the lessons from this book into your own life. So with that being said, let's talk about how the happiness equation can change your relationship with work, success, and life along the way. And make sure to watch till the end where I give you 2 of the book's proven tips to live a happier life. So the book is written by Neil Pasricha, who is a Harvard MBA who worked as a top executive at Walmart before founding the Institute of Global Happiness, which is an organization that is dedicated to improving happiness in the workplace. The book starts off by talking about how people and society as a whole view happiness. So this view of happiness involves a flowchart that looks like this. From an early age, it's ingrained in all of us that we have to work hard in order to be successful. And once we are successful, that's when we're allowed to be happy. But this way of thinking is super flawed. What Neil argues is that people do much better work when they're already happy. And as I'm sure a lot of us are aware, better work leads to a higher chance of success. So this reroutes this whole flow backwards. And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. I want you to take this time to reflect on your own life and think about some of the best work that you've done. Did this work occur when you were happy? Well, it certainly did for me. One of the things that instantly came to my mind was when I was taking business finance my junior year at UF. Business finance is a class that is regarded by a lot of now former finance majors to be one of the hardest classes in the business school. While this class undoubtedly sucked, I was in it with 2 of my best friends and was happy to do it. The 3 of us spent hours every single day studying and talking about the class. In the end, we not only passed, which was honestly a lot better than a lot of the class did, we passed with flying colors. Another example in my own life is this YouTube channel. Some of my best content on here comes from when I create videos about things and topics that I'm passionate about, like this video here today. While not all of these videos end up getting a lot of views, I'm pretty confident to say that the end product is better than a lot of the other videos where my heart isn't in it. So Neil's argument with the adjusted flowchart is really important for you to consider when you're mapping out how you're going to be successful in your own life. It's so important to remember that being happy fosters success. It's not the other way around. It's really vital to be happy on your journey towards success, because otherwise, as soon as you accomplish the goal that you've set for yourself, you realign your goals and you keep climbing, you keep striving, which is good, but it doesn't give you enough time to really appreciate where you are and be happy in the moment. At the end of the day, you can't wait for success to happen to you before you allow yourself to be happy. So I know at this point we talked a lot about happiness can help you create a better work product, but that isn't really beneficial or helpful if you don't know how to be happier. In the book, Neil describes happiness as the feeling that comes when what you think, what you say, and what you do work together in harmony. This idea is related to the ancient Japanese concept of Ikigai. While I don't know if I said that correctly, I do know that the concept is tied to the idea of what gets you out of bed in the morning. It's your sense of purpose, your reason for living. So while Ikigai is a video for another time, it's important to mention the correlation between the Japanese culture of Ikigai and the country having a population that lives longer and happier lives than the rest of the world. Happier people live longer lives. That's a fact. So what's your Ikigai? What gets you out of bed in the morning? For me, it's my constant hunger for learning and growth. I really love growing this YouTube channel and helping other people out on their own personal journeys to success. Every single day, I wake up absolutely excited at what the world has in store for me and what amazing opportunities are bound to come my way. In the last few months, realizing this purpose for myself has made me so much happier at work during the day. Because although my daily tasks and my job as a consultant don't really translate to Instagram captions about how my life is a movie, my job does grant me the freedom to live here in New York City and the balance and time outside of work to pursue these other interests of mine. Wrapping my head around how blessed and fortunate I am to be in the position that I am reawakens my happiness every single day, which ultimately results in much better work all around. So this leads to some easy tips that Neil offers to help you live a happier life. I've narrowed Neil's pretty extensive list down to just 2 things that I've adopted that I've seen really change my life quite a bit. The first is to journal. Neil suggests that every single day you write down things that make you happy. This not only helps you be more present in the moment, but it also gives you a pretty extensive log of things to look back on and be happy about on days that maybe you're feeling a little bit down. The easiest way to make this a habit is every single day when you wake up, write down 3 things that you're grateful for. I've had this as part of my morning routine every day for the last few years, and it really is an absolutely amazing exercise. It is so beneficial to start your day reminding yourself of all that you have to be grateful in the world. It's also pretty fun for me to look back on things that I was grateful for on particular days over the course of the last few years. I journal every single day in a physical book, so it's really easy for me to just open this up, flip to a random page, and get a quick smile. And naturally, the things I'm grateful for on a particular day can vary greatly in shape and size, from getting an A on a big exam I studied for to getting invited on a formal by a cute date. This gratitude exercise really is a habit that keeps on giving. The second tip to instantly improve your happiness is to perform an act of kindness. So in the book, Neil mentions a scientific study, and this study states, scientists have found that doing a kindness produces the single most reliable momentary increase in well-being of any exercise we have tested. If that's not evidence, I don't know what is. I do feel that talking about the random acts of kindness that I've done is a bit counterintuitive, but I can definitely say that every single time I do something, it really does warm my heart for the rest of the day. Try this out and you'll definitely see what I mean. Okay, so those are some of the major lessons that I learned from Neil Pasricha's happiness equation. This by no means is an exhaustive summary of the book, so I definitely recommend reading it yourself so you get the full value of all of Neil's lessons. But I do hope that through this video you learned a thing or two, or at least reflected on your own life. And honestly, scripting and now filming this video has really been a great exercise to make me feel happier and to just remind myself of all that I have to be grateful for. And hopefully this translated into a pretty solid video. So if that is the case, I really hope you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments down below what resonated the most with you. I really do look forward to seeing your responses, and I hope that this video made your lives just one bit happier. If it did that, then my job is complete and my Ikigai is fulfilled for the day. As always, if you have any questions at all, you can reach out to me on Instagram. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.